It was a moment on Friday as AJ Lee returned to the WWE for the first time in 10 years in the perfect spot, in the perfect feud, at maybe the perfect time. Looking at this here, like, you could not have set this up any better. The crowd was hot for it all night, chanting AJ Lee during John Cena's promo. Like, this is the stuff that you want the behind the scenes shit on, to just see how she is reacting to this crowd 10 years later, still being this fired up to see here. And I'd seen a couple things throughout the week of people, I think, pretending to be journalists just to try to get any kind of a click, being like, oh, the WWE's actually going to go with Rhea Ripley in this story, or going to actually go with Jade Cargill, or something along those lines, which would have been the mistake of all mistakes. This was the moment. We all knew it. And even though we knew it, we knew this was coming, it was still a big moment. When that music hits, and I was seeing TikToks all week of people doing the AJ kind of dance to the crowd. But when we heard Light It Up and she makes her way out, oh my gosh, that place erupted. I have chills, like the Rock goosebumps thing. I have that thinking about it. It was such an amazing response. The scene was set up wonderfully with Becky Lynch just paintbrushing CM Punk back and forth and all over the place and doing all of those things. They set it up wonderfully. All of it was exactly what it needed to be. And it's an awesome return. Talked about it earlier in the week, or last week. She, obviously, there was a big part of her, or a big part of the fan base that was wishing she would come back at various different points, because, like, WWE's women's division evolved with her coming in, but it was still, like, she was still wrestling for the Divas Championship and all of that. Like, it hadn't hit this level. She was the one who was standing out in, like, feuds with Caitlyn and all of that. Like, she was the one who was like, man, if you could just get a little bit more out of this, there's a lot there. And then you see this next generation kind of come in behind her with Becky and Charlotte and Bayley and all of them. And it was like, man, if she could just, here now, man, oh man, what could we get? And now we have it. And I understand, like, there's been a lot of time away, but like I said before, she doesn't need this. She has done very well for herself outside of the WWE. And again, is also married to someone who is doing well. So that family has money. They don't need another paycheck coming in. They will be okay. And for her, from all accounts, it seemed like she was creatively satisfied with books and movies and all of that. So I am going to presume that she is not coming back to half-ass this just because I need a payday and I'll just do whatever. I think we are going to get AJ Lee in capital letters and see what she has. And I think the build and the promos that we could get with Punk and with AJ and with Becky and with Seth is going to be spectacular. And the match is going to be so much. I hope, like, I know that it is probably setting up for Wrestlepalooza to do the big thing on ESPN. I build this to Mania, man. Like, I don't want this to be 2 weeks. I want this to be Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, whatever. Just go all of it. I want all of it. I am so invested in this. I am so excited to see where this story goes moving forward. Make sure you keep up to date with everything with Couch Potato Diary. Give me a follow on social media on X, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Blue Sky. A couple other notes from SmackDown. There was other parts of the show. Cena against Sami was a ton of fun. The crowd booing Sami Zayn to start was interesting in the promo thing, but then, like, the match, seeing John Cena and the tribute stuff now is so much fun. Like the spear at Michael Cole with the obvious, oh, well, his rivalry with the big dog, and Corey Graves being like, yeah, or another Canadian who was spearing, who he was obviously doing with the and all that stuff. And then him, the crowd chanting RKO, and he goes for that and misses. And like the whole tie-in with Sami and all of that, I thought it was perfect. It was so well done. It gets ruined because Brock Lesnar's coming out. That was the obvious setup. It's obviously where they're going. I still think it is a complete waste. Like, again, like, you watch that match, even the Logan Paul one, any Cena match that he has had, at no point do you go, oh man, you know, it'd be great, a Brock Lesnar style of match. No. So even like all the, like, he's a piece of shit stuff aside, just from a wrestling standpoint, I don't care. And it's just a ugh for me when it happens. So I guess we get that, but a really fun match leading up to it before that. The rest of it did kind of feel like a bit of a mid-show. You had nothing from the Bloodline. You had nothing from Jacob Fatu. Cody is off being a street fighter. Drew and Randy Orton, you get a vignette, and that's basically it. Like, there wasn't a whole lot on this show. And it was like a good spotlight for Michin and Julia. Cool, but just not enough, I don't think, has been done with those characters just yet to make that feel like a real investment and a real, like, oh, hey, this is a big thing. It just kind of felt like everyone was in Paris and you guys weren't, so have a match and have some fun with it. But this felt like a mid-show that didn't have a whole lot of star power outside of, obviously, some major ones to bookend it. But we will see what the rest of what the rest of the build, I guess, has for SmackDown and what the rest of WWE has with Raw coming up here tonight.